Do you want to have the new components? Do you want to have grade A military or stealth components? Well, this is a guide for you. So step 1. Take a ship of your choice and fly all the way to the Pyro One. So once you're on Pyro One, go to the new location. Lazarus transport any of them, choose whatever you like. I like to take this one, Phoenix 3, because I already set an imprint there. So you go to the first entry, leave your ship there at the Lazarus Transport Hub Phoenix, enter the shuttle and fly all the way to the location. So I'm gonna skip that step because I have an imprint there. So I'm going to just do a backspace and I'll be instantly there. There we go. My player is dead and I am going to respawn on Lazarus Phoenix 3. Alright, here we are, reborn again. Be sure to arm yourself good because there will be a lot of hostiles here, players and NPCs. So if you are coming like me from the imprint, you will be respawned in one of the houses randomly around the location. Otherwise you will come with a shuttle and land there, and you have to make your way out to find one of these locations like this infirmary. Enter here and set an imprint. Once you have a set an imprint, go and search these houses. Look, like this one here. And here it is, first one, it's open immediately. So let's see what we have here. We have a battery. This battery can be used to obtain the rad ICT. I don't have a big tractor beam, so I cannot use it. So what I can use is this. Look at this avalanche component. Throw it outside. A lot of players will sometimes just throw them out because the elevators will not work. So I had the luck here that this one was open. Also, check this compartment here. There's a lot of cool weapons here. Let's take some of them. Look at this new shotgun. Save it. Quartz. Oh my god, look at this quartz gun. Totally awesome. So let us continue. So these doors will not be always open. They will be closed and you will need a card from Pyro 4 to open this. Otherwise, just go away around here and maybe some of the players will throw away components like I did there if they have them already. So I've managed to find a lot of cool components, and also if I have a double components, I will just throw them outside for someone else to find them. It will be cool that I brought my big tractor beam to move this battery outside, but sadly I cannot with the small tractor beam, it's just too small. So if you want a battery too, then bring the bigger tractor beam. You will need a battery to open rad ICT. Alright, let's continue. So we found the avalanche. Let's go to the freight elevator. Sometimes the freight elevator will not work, so you'll have to switch the server and start again. But once you find it, you will collect a lot of cool components. Now there's a next location over there. That one is closed. But sometimes player, as I said, just throw away outside the components, so make sure to look around. You may find one. I found XL1 quantum drives, Picule, and a lot of other cool stuff. You have to watch out for other players, as I said, NPCs, everything wants to kill you here, and there will be also irradiated dogs. And if they call the worm, well, better go away from there. So there is the place with a battery, and there will be a rad ICT inside. So if I had a battery, if I had a big tractor beam, I would bring the battery there, put it inside and open the door, and I would find a rad ICT inside and also a lot of other components. That would be really awesome. But we cannot do that right now. We are going to bring the component into the freight elevator. As I said, make sure to look around. Sometimes you can still find leftovers. So there is the freight elevator. All we have to do now is bring this component in elevator and shove it down. Then the component will automatically go to the hub and where you landed with your ship, so you can offload the components and take them for yourself. So just a little bit, few steps here, and put in the avalanche there. Once you have the avalanche, lower it down. And this elevator doesn't work. As I said, sometimes the elevator will not work, they will be just bugged, and you will be forced to search and find a new server. What I also do, if I cannot take my component, I will just leave it here, and maybe sometimes in the future the server will work and someone could collect them. So the best course of action is sadly change the server and try it all over again. That's why I said set an imprint here. Once you are here, backspace, and go back and do the same. If you do not want to do that, there's another option which I'm going to show you right now. You will collect the avalanche and try to find your way to the shuttle. Put this component inside of the shuttle and fly away. But as I said, that can be very dangerous because there's a lot of NPCs around, so let's try to do that. Maybe this time we will have luck. Maybe the players were already here, killed some of them, so we can enter easily. Well, there's always a walk around, so either you go and find a new server or you use the elevator. You can also extract the rad icti from this way. We are going to try to do that. If we do not... Okay, I think the shuttle is already upstairs. Oh, just wait for me a little bit more. Run, 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 run. There it is. We are in. Extraction complete. No players here. Really nice. So next step, the shuttle will take us all the way back to my friend Lavinio, where he's waiting with the Corsair. We'll load this thing off and fly away. Okay, we are approaching the extraction point. Lavinio is already there. There's some kind of bug. It's very hard to land. It will just flip the ship over. And continue. Sometimes there will be a lot of NPCs here also, so watch out for them. Lavinia, are you already at the freight elevator? Oh yes, I see. Okay. We are going to offload this. There. Grab it. I'm gonna see if I can use the freight elevator right now to pull rest of the components that I've collected. Oh my god.
It's turning me around like crazy.
You're like a ragdoll.
Yeah.
So everything that you send from the Lazarus tree will appear here. Send it inside. No, elevator is broken, we cannot do anything. So normally if the elevator works, you will just pull out your components here, load them into your ship and get the hell out of here. I'm gonna try to switch server later to see if I can do that. Alright, here we are, we want to extract the components. My friend Star Shooter is coming to help me, but there's a Cutlass Black landing there. And we don't want to have uninvited friends.
Okay.
Completely. Nice. Let me see if he's outside. I don't see him. Alright, I'm in.
You in?
Yes.
Okay.
So fly there where the freight elevator is. Land on one of the pads near the freight elevators. Alright, XL1 Quantum Drive. Nightfall. 2 Nightfalls. Mirage. FR66. Umbra. Spectre. Picule. Atlas Icti. Irradiated bulk. Okay. Got everything. Nice. Oh, I have one fang. Look at this.
Nice.
I managed to steal it from those guys. Yeah, because they were not nice. All I wanted is to extract my component, but no, they said no. And then we went into a war. Alright, just moving the Icti for you inside. So this Icti has the weapons destroyed. He can't shoot, but you can give it to Picule and claim your own Picule. Alright, extract.
Safe?
Safe. Let's fly out of here. This was so awesome. Look at this catch. go, my irradiated Valakar Fang. Nice. So I'm gonna pull all of the components, and then I'm gonna pull out your Icti so you can store it. What you could do now is kill me and steal everything that I have.
Great. Where is my gun?
There is option. That is an option. Huh? There.
I saw yesterday someone selling the pearls. Actually, quite cheap, 350k for pearl.
Nice.
You
Right.
just buy a bunch of them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Lowering everything. XL1 quantum drive, equip it. Finally, it's back in my inventory. Love it. So that was it, my fellow citizens. This is how you collect every rare component in Star Citizen. It's not easy, but if you give enough strength, you will do it finally. And special thanks to my friend Star Shooter. You cannot do this without your friends. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, don't hesitate to subscribe, like and share. Until next video, have fun out there, my fellow citizens.